A lot of talk now going on about the security in London in general. Now, it's important also to look not just at the specifics of what we're seeing, but also at the bigger picture. Where does this anger stem from?
The unrest I've been predicting for quite some time. But this is the patterns and dispersion and the incidents, and especially the way the media are playing them on both sides of the coast, suggest that they really want to trigger massive civil unrest.
You say they. Who do you think is behind the spreading of civil unrest?
The they is anyone who is in service of the infinite growth monetary paradigm. That would be the banks, that would be the oil companies, that would be the absolutely corrupt financial institutions around the world that are now witnessing a $1.4 quadrillion derivatives bubble collapse. The way the stock markets are manipulated with price to earnings ratios with all the derivatives makes it infinitely more profitable to kill than to save.
We drown sorrows to the sound of our mother's cry, cause we don't even have enough money to just survive. What you think being on benefits is a comfy life when you're being bombarded with all of this stuff to buy? Shit you can't afford and they shove it right in your fucking eyes. They're not the price and you wonder why London riots. Then these fucking liars come on TV and they demonize us. Fuck the BBC, the media just feed your lies. Of course they murdered Mark Duggan, we all know what the police are like. But where's the investigation? That case will never see the light. Add it to the pile. Meanwhile, Obama just signed a piece of paper that means 1 million people died. And the eagle eye is in the sky so you can't even hide. Fly a couple planes into the World Trade Centers and then use it to justify us giving up our rights and repeat the word terrorism till we're terrified. But I'm not gonna give in, I'm never gonna cave. I'm not gonna become another one of your slaves, and I'm never gonna stop until every one of you pays in blood for the people that you sent to their graves. Cause we're not gonna give in, we're never gonna cave. We're not gonna become a generation of slaves, and we're never gonna stop until every one of you pays in blood for the people that you sent to their graves. So explosives in the towers, yeah, now we're on a mission, and I will never listen to another politician. How can you win an election if there's no opposition? They're just two sides to the same coin, go on flip it. This is the country that murdered most of the natives, invaded Africa and forced the people into slave ships, and you're still surprised that we call the government racist? This is the place with illegal interrogations, or they might take you to Guantanamo Bay to be tortured and we may never see you again. They bomb innocent people like they did in Hiroshima, and when next FEMA's making coffins just for you and me, blood, they're trying to kill us. I can feel it in the air, there's chemtrails everywhere, why the fuck are they there? It's the new world order, of course they're gonna prepare. Obama's the new Hitler cause it's happening again. But I'm not gonna give in, I'm never gonna cave. I'm not gonna become another one of your slaves, and I'm never gonna stop until every one of you pays in blood for the people that you sent to their graves. Cause we're not gonna give in, we're never gonna cave. We're not gonna become a generation of slaves, and we're never gonna stop until every one of you pays in blood for the people that you sent to their graves. The memories of the murder victims will never die. They call it the war on terror, I call it genocide. Cause lives are worth nothing next to an enterprise. This whole system is fraudulent, it's a criminal organization orchestrated by a corporation. Cause the Fed Reserve Bank is the cause of our fallen nation, and we all thought it would change at Obama's inauguration. But he endorses invasions and supports the decay of this planet in its entirety entirely. Flashback to JFK's final speech about a secret society. So we crushed them, then of course they came back to kill him. The Bilderberg group is nothing but a batch of villains. So let's take this to the street and burn down the Bank of England. Death to Parliament. Fuck it, I'm done holding back. JP Morgan, IMF, Fed Reserve, Goldman Sachs, they're the reason that the economy's in a cul-de-sac. I'm not gonna give in, I'm never gonna cave. I'm not gonna become another one of your slaves, and I'm never gonna stop until every one of you pays in blood for the people that you sent to their graves. Cause we're not gonna give in, we're never gonna cave. We're not gonna become a generation of slaves, and we're never gonna stop until every one of you pays in blood for the people that you sent to their graves.